Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the time and opportunity given to me. Before starting the presentation, let me introduce myself. My name is Dedy Ansari Harahap and will talk on marketing study entitled Education Cost and College Image as determinant of choosing a college. Introduction. Marketing in the higher education sector is nothing new. The potential benefit of marketing have been recognized by scholars in higher education marketing around the world. As a service, higher education marketing is quite different from product marketing. The cost of education is a major factor for students in considering the choice of college, beside image or reputation. Cost education costs and career prospects are the top determining factor for students choosing a university to study at. Other studies have shown that there is a strong effect of education costs. The reason for choosing a college is always education costs. The main consideration for applying to a particular college is education costs. Student decision to continue their studies to the desired campus plays an important role for their future success. Intense competition makes every university realize the need to fully exploit its assets to maximize performance and develop competitive advantage. In reality, choice making has many dimensions and impact. Choosing is part of an effort to solve it as well as part of the decision-making process. Literature review. Education costs. The cost of education is often matched by spending on education. Education costs in the scope have a broad definition, namely all types of expenditure relating to the provision of education, both in the form of money and goods and labor, which are expressed in monetary unit. College image. The institutional image is described as the overall impression that is formed in the mind of pupil about an organization. It relates to the various physical attributes and behavior of the organization, such as the business name, architecture, product, service range, tradition, ideology, and the sense of quality that it communicated by everyone who interact with the organization client. Student decision, the consumer decision-making process according to Cutler, is one problem recognition, two information search, three evaluation of alternative, four purchase decision, and five post-purchase behavior. The decision taken by students to continue their studies to a particular college is the key to the sustainability of the college cycle because students are an asset to every college. The decision taken are individual action in choosing a college as a place to continue learning, which is broadly explained in consumer behavior. Research method. This study aims to test the hypothesis to determine the effect between variables by referring to the problem formulation that has been determined and the expected research objective. The sampling technique was carried out by simple random sampling technique, in which the population was taken randomly and got an equal or even change, which was then taken partially to be the sample. The number of sample or respondents were served to be received from the 400 questionnaire distributed. Only 388 respondents. The technique of collecting data is by distributing questionnaires related to the cost of education and the image of the university on student decision to choose higher education institution. We use a quantitative approach with explanatory research as a data analysis technique. Multiple linear regression analysis was conducted to examine the relationship between the independent variable, education cost and university image, and the dependent variable, the student decision to choose to study. The analyzed calculation used the SPSS program, statistical package for the social science version 26.00 Windows. Result in discussion. Education cost has a significant effect on the student decision to choose a university. College image has a significant effect on student decision to choose higher education. Education cost and college image together have a significant effect on student decision to choose higher education institution. Conclusion, implication, and recommendation. Conclusion. The result of this study indicate that the cost education and the image of higher education have an influence on student decision to choose to study at XYZ Islamic University. This means that the cost of education and the image of the university are important factors for prospective students when choosing a university to continue their studies. Implication. This implies that in the future XYZ Islamic University will pay more attention to the education cost charged to students, which must be in accordance with the benefit they receive. Likewise with image. A good college image can form public trust and prospective students in determining the choice to continue their studies. This research has been carried out according to the procedure and research method. However, it still has limitations, namely the factors that influence the student decision to choose a university in this study only consists of the variable cost of education and image of the university, while there are many other factors that can influence it. The research was only carried out in one location, namely XYZ Islamic University, so the result of the research cannot be general to all private universities in Indonesia. Recommendation. It is hoped that further research will include other variables to analyze the choice of higher education institution for prospective students to continue their studies, including university accreditation, choice of various study programs, quality of lecture, campus facilities. In addition, the number of samples shall also be increased and the object of research also expanded to several other private universities in Indonesia. Thank you for all your attention.